How lucky was that, guys? 3 goals down, draw 3-3. We move on to the next one. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Right, very good game today, extremely good. I must say, I'm delighted, obviously, because we've come from 3 goals down to draw 3-3. Like I always say every week, difficult game to really express my feelings because obviously I'm a fan, I'm completely biased, and the emotions are running. So how to actually judge this game? So let's strip it back as a game. First and foremost, as a full match, this has to probably be one of the best games I've seen all season because it really felt like there were fans there, very close to the Tottenham West Ham game. These 2 games have been brilliant, obviously from losing and drawing 3-3, so losing those 3 goals and someone else pulling them back, that obviously makes it a good game, but also it's just the drive, the passion towards the end. Like, for everyone watching, they obviously will have enjoyed this game. But let's go straight into it, guys. Arsenal were very, very lucky in this game. Extremely lucky. From the fact that we didn't concede more goals, from how poor we were, to refereeing decisions, to basically getting the... I know we weren't getting the rubber green, but look at our goals. An own goal and a huge deflection resulting in another own goal. I mean, even the winner, you've got to look at that. I personally, I've had this debate with my mate who's West Ham fan, just as passionate and biased as me. It's obviously not a foul, but the West Ham player's gone down, he's handballed it, makes it a foul to us. But that's just luck that he's handballed it. It's luck that we've got the free kick there. It's luck that the referee, and I'm not being funny, as much as I don't want goals to be disallowed for a moving ball, that is a moving ball. VAR's got to call that out. Like, we've been very, very lucky in this game. But let's go straight into it. Like, honestly, the first 50... Let's go... I'm confused. I'm all over the place here because I'm obviously happy. The lineup. Look, I'm someone who has called for Aubameyang out of this football team. He should not be starting. I've mentioned it every week. Like, it's obvious now. He can't play football anymore. Like, I don't know what it is. He can't trap a ball, can't do anything, can't bring anyone into play. He's not electrically quick. He doesn't finish, doesn't even get chances at the moment. So he needs drop-in, and he's our captain, and he's a poor influence on and off the pitch, as I've already said. I much prefer Lacazette in that central position, and I prefer someone with legs, energy, someone who can actually trap a football out wide. Yeah, just disappointed to see him in the team sheet. When I saw Chambers, I did say to a mate, I'm not sure. I knew why he was in there, obviously to deal with the aerial threat, very much like Burnley. It obviously was a great call from Arteta. I've said this from the last time he played. I love the way he crosses the ball. He doesn't just clip it in or really do anything special. He literally just drills it into good positions, firm and hard. Mind out the gutter, guys. But that's how he plays, and I love that from a fullback. And basically was Arsenal's best player today. I know Carragher said it and they were bumming him in commentary saying he's Cafu and he's our best player, and they really overhyped him. But ultimately, I thought the best players on the pitch today were West Ham players. I thought Jesse Lingard was very good, ran out of steam, obviously, just that's the nature of the game. Like they've scored 3 goals, they don't push anymore. They're going to sit back and control the game. For a lot of the time, they were doing well. I thought Antonio was really good, caused us problems as he does in every big game. He's just a menace, and typical Antonio, missing that chance at the end for West Ham to actually clinch the game. He's just always in those positions, isn't he? He's a bit of a donkey when it comes to finishing when you expect him to score. It was a difficult chance, don't get me wrong. But look, let's break it down then. The first goal that they score, look, Arsenal started really poor. I'm not going to go, oh, we play in Europe. It's bullshit. We changed enough up that we should have been sharp and on this game. We weren't. We were playing dreadful. This happens in football. You start poorly. But great goal from Jesse Lingard. I hate this guy. I don't know why I've just called him that. But of course, always dancing at the Emirates. He loves playing against Arsenal. He was obviously going to do bits today, and he did for the first goal. Great goal. I'm not going to moan about the defending. It was poor, but it was a great goal. Second goal, we've given away a free kick. The whole team isn't ready. They're moaning, feeling sorry for themselves. We've just conceded. You can tell something's not quite right with Arsenal at the minute. And then Lingard takes the quick free kick. And, I mean, Leno. I mean, mate, every week we're talking about Leno here, and rarely is it good. I've said from day one Martinez was better. It's obvious. I've said Leno's come good, but it's his form that came good. He's just so culpable of errors, and he's costing us points. To go 2-0 down in this game was, for me, what lost us potentially winning it. But doesn't matter now. Again, poor from Leno, poor from the whole team really in that situation, but especially Leno. I'm just so disappointing getting beaten near post with a fucking daisy car. Like, it's awful. The third goal is what it is, right? I mean, West Ham are completely bullying us. Arsenal are completely shaken. We're looking dreadful. We've got nothing about us. And yeah, we conceded this third goal. Like, I can't really say anything. It was just dreadful. I was texting my mates. It's awful, right? But because they're West Ham and we do have some good players, I felt that this game was never out of touch. I thought we could definitely get back into it. Did I think we'll get any points? No, I didn't. But at 2-0, I said we can definitely get in this game. 3-0, bit tough. But anyway, Lacazette gets a chance, brings it down beautifully, and gets a huge deflection into the goal. To be fair, it's a great goal from our perspective in the sense of the timing and everything. Very lucky with the deflection. But again, exactly an example of why I prefer Lacazette. The fact that he's able to bring down that fizzed-in cross and get a shot off. Yes, the shot was wide. Aubameyang just isn't able to do that. He can't control that football like that. It's never in his zone. It's always... I mean, you saw his passing today. It's just so poor. Anyway, not going to bang on about Aubameyang. But that's a great goal from our perspective because we needed it. Second half, couple of early chances that we had that we didn't finish. No problem. I could see the goal was coming. And to be completely honest, look, we've got the second goal. Again, it's Chambers who's fizzed it in. Great ball, really in a good area. And of course, your man's got an own goal. We'll take it. Very, very lucky. You know, the goals that we've scored today, realistically on another day, are not going in. So it is quite lucky. You create your own luck in football, but I don't think Arsenal created their own luck today. I thought it was kind of handed to us. We hung in there, but we were poor. Didn't deserve anything from this game, although second half we were good. And then West Ham have their chances and should have buried us. Absolutely should have buried us. We got very lucky with blocks that were poor finishes from West Ham, or just lucky from us, or like I mentioned before, that Antonio miss. And then we take off Aubameyang, which, brilliant, well done Arteta, grew some balls, he had to go. Poor, we score straight away. Pepe, great ball in, Lacazette, good finish, poor defending from West Ham. But again, it comes from that free kick, which I think was a free kick because it wasn't a foul. I've actually got a voice note sitting on my phone from a friend who's a West Ham fan. I need to listen to it, but I'm sure he's fuming and going to tell me, like, say all kinds of bullshit. About how lucky we were, but we'll see when we read it. I could be apologising to him, but again, another fan who's biased and emotion gets the better of us, right? But this goal, it was not a foul on whoever went down. I can't remember it. I think it was Bowen, I don't know. It probably wasn't. He came off, I don't know. But it was a moving ball. I've already been through it, and it's just lucky, the scenario. Do I think we could have gone on to win the game? Yes, I do, and actually I thought we would have done. But realistically, we didn't deserve to win this game, and ultimately a draw isn't a fair result at all. I thought West Ham were by far better than us. The team showed good character, as they always say, but it did. To keep going, for any team to be 3-0 down and come back is good at any level, especially in the Premier League, even though it's just not good enough to be going down to 3 goals to West Ham. No offence to West Ham. If it was, you know, Liverpool, well, maybe not this season, but if it was the top teams, it's more understandable. But yeah, very poor from Arsenal, and that brings me into the player ratings, I suppose. Leno, again, this is, in weeks, it's a 4, maybe even a 3, just dreadful. There was another one where Chambers saved us, where he's come out to David Luiz's feet to smother the ball, and he's completely fucking fucked it, and messed it up, and they've almost scored again. Leno's just was poor today, absolutely poor. Yeah, so maybe he even gets a 3, to be honest. Yeah, maybe a 3. Chambers, I thought did well defensively, was quite good. Nothing special. Going forward, he really helped us out, obviously. So I'll give him a 8. David Luiz and Pablo Mari. I mean, I thought Luiz showed a lot of courage and good leadership, even though we were poor. So I'll give him a 6. I'll give Mari a 5. I'll give KT a 5. He didn't particularly do anything good himself. In midfield, Xhaka and Partey. So I'll speak about Xhaka first. Typical Xhaka performance, a little bit slow and sluggish, but wasn't terrible. But he had no control over the midfield, so I'll give him a 6. Partey, I'm just so disappointed with at the minute. It's like the last 3 games, he can't even pass the ball. His shooting's awful, some of the worst in the Premier League, if not ever, I've ever seen at Arsenal. Technically, he's not an amazing passer of the ball or anything to do with distribution at all. He's so good in possession when he needs to turn out of tight spaces, there's players around him, uses his body, just everything like that. He's another level above what we have. And getting out of situations, he's brilliant. But the passing is hit and miss. Some days he's decent, some days he's poor. It's just too inconsistent. So I'm actually going to give him a 5. Odegaard, this is the best game I've seen of him. I know he didn't score. He's actually really starting to impress me now. I probably judged him too soon. Classic case of me on this channel if you've seen. And if you have seen, that reminds me, do drop a like and subscribe, guys. Really helps me out. Sort of joint man of match performance, I'd say, but just a little bit below, a 7. And then that brings me to Aubameyang. 4, don't want to talk about him, useless. Shouldn't be playing at Arsenal right now, should be dropped, done. End of discussion on that one. I thought Saka, again, difficult game for him, didn't play very well. I'll give him a 5, didn't really affect the game at all. He's got tons of ability and I love the player, but he just needs to sort of work on a few things, perhaps needs a break. And then I'll give Lacazette, actually I thought Lacazette was really good. I'll give him an 8, but he wasn't quite man of the match, but I'll give him an 8 for us. He did everything we needed, comes in short, does everything Aubameyang cannot do. Just an example of what we need right now from a striker. The next striker we buy needs to be like Lacazette, but offer just a little bit more, maybe with pace and a little bit more clinical. And the subs, difficult one for the subs. Smith-Rowe didn't really do anything, so I'll give him a straight up 5. Martinelli, not much time, 5. I thought Pepe came in and affected the game, so frustrating because I think at times, I know he's crossed and assisted the equaliser, but ultimately he could do a lot better and maybe score a goal, maybe 1 or 2 there and actually win us this game. So yeah, really annoying, but he's always in the right spot. There's a great player there somewhere in Pepe, so that's a 6 for him. Arteta, poor from Arteta. I thought he got the wrong team. I don't know how he treats these players. Like, why is Mari coming into the team all of a sudden? Mari was really good. I agree with the selection, and then all of a sudden he's dropped, and now he's back in the team random. Chambers, I get why he's done it, but it's random. It's still random. Great in the end, great decision, I suppose, but too many changes. Aubameyang playing out wide all of a sudden when he hasn't played out wide for ages. Again, just trying to shoehorn him in. I don't like it. Drop him. Yeah, Martinelli's all of a sudden in the fold and Willian is nowhere to be seen and Willian's picked up on form. I don't understand some of this brutal sort of management style that he has. It's not really consistent and it's just very odd. Rob Holding, what's happened to that guy? He was our captain a few weeks back, maybe a month back or whatever. And now not playing bad at all, and then he's dropped. He's out the fold for ages. I don't understand. I don't really get it. But Arteta, poor from the selection, the way we played. It has to be down to him at some stage. So that's a 5. But anyway, great game of football. Drop a like and subscribe, guys. Catch you in the next one.